Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Justin. We're continuing on the channel with Christoph Waltz week. He was selected for 12 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. If you haven't watched that video, go back and check it out. I think it's a good one. So now we're doing our weekly top 5. This is where I pick my 5 favorite movies of his career. Now, admittedly, with Christoph Waltz, that's a little difficult because I haven't seen any of his movies that he made while he was predominantly acting in Germany. My experience watching Christoph Waltz is limited to his American movies. However, there are enough of those to where we can make a top 5. I think the first 2 that would be on anybody's list, regardless of where he's from, whether it's Germany or his German roles or his roles once he got into American cinema, are the Quentin Tarantino movies Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained. He won Best Supporting Actor Oscars for both movies. His performances are phenomenal as Colonel Hans Landa and Dr. King Schultz. 2 totally different characters. One with an incredible amount of charisma in Dr. King Schultz, and one who is just basically the embodiment of just evil in Colonel Hans Landa. But he gives them such unique performances that you enjoy. I mean, his performances are phenomenal. And they are 2 of the high spots, if not the highest spots, of both movies. And that's saying something, considering the fact that he's in both those movies with the likes of Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jamie Foxx, just to name a few, Michael Fassbender. That's a big claim to make, but, he's just phenomenal in both movies. So, Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained. Spectre, one of the better James Bond movies, I think, to have come out in a long time. Daniel Craig is phenomenal James Bond, and his performance as Blofeld really, brings forth a great tension between the 2 iconic characters of the James Bond franchise. Number 4 would be, I'm a fan of it, I think, because it doesn't take itself seriously, is The Green Hornet. I enjoy the comedic timing of the movie. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. I think his over-the-top dramatization of the bad guy, he pulls out a gun that's got 2... See, this gun has 2 barrels. That it wasn't easy to make. It's just fun. And, it doesn't take itself seriously, like I said, which is what I think makes the movie, entertaining. I look at the original TV show, I think it takes itself way too seriously. And this one doesn't. A lot of that is on Seth Rogen. But Christoph Waltz really holds his own in, what was a big change for him going in from, his role as, his roles in Tarantino's movies to a comedic role where he's got to play a comedic bad guy. And that's not an easy thing to do. So The Green Hornet's number 4. And then number 5 was a toss-up. But I chose The Legend of Tarzan. I really do like the movie. I think Alexander Skarsgård, Margot Robbie, and Christoph Waltz really do make it an entertaining movie. It was a toss-up between The Legend of Tarzan and Horrible Bosses 2. And Legend of Tarzan, I think, just ekes out a spot in the top 5. you know, this is more, I think this is the role that he's like, you know, playing that calculated bad guy is a role that's more beneficial to him in the long run. You know, he's a guy who basically doesn't have one quality that's admirable. And, you know, that's what makes his performance solid. You look at Django Unchained, you know, he's not a bad guy, but he's not a good guy either. He's got a dark side to him. And in Inglourious Basterds, he's just the embodiment of evil. And you kind of get that in The Legend of Tarzan. So, again, Christoph Waltz, you know, I'm limited to his American movies. But that being said, his top 5, Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained for sure. Spectre makes the top 5 as a fantastic addition to the Bond franchise. The Green Hornet, entertaining comedy, and The Legend of Tarzan. That's my top 5. Honorable mention would be to Horrible Bosses 2 and Alita Battle Angel. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time at the movies. Take care.